I'm the Dread King Logan, and you're watching the Flavor General Josh, the Mouthpiece Danny, and my personal homeboy Cody on Rasslin Rage, R2YouTube.com. And if you're not watching, then you're a peasant, and I can destroy you.
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Hello. How are you? Hello. How I see you. How is everybody today? All right. So
Good mood, yes.
Yes, good mood. Sucky, my dollar. All right. So, anyways, hello to everyone. It's Sunday, March 14th, 2021. Welcome to episode 153 of Rasslin Rage. That is correct. For tonight's show, we will be bringing you the results from yesterday's Horror Slam doubleheader.
Yes, the doubleheader when DTA declared war on everyone, everywhere.
Yes, as my co-host said, DTA has declared war, but we will talk about that later. First, let me introduce the guys with me here tonight. Of course, we have the man that gets his own holiday this week, the real deal heel, Danny Beals. How are you, Dan?
Hey, doing great.
All right. We also have...
Good move, Pete.
Okay, all right. We also have the CEO of Happy Harper, the 5-star flavor general, Josh Harper. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing fantastic. Every day is a holiday when you're Josh.
You know what? He didn't make no St. Patrick's Day ice cream.
Well, I mean, that's just because I get Shamrock Shakes too much. So I'm too busy giving McDonald's money.
All right. Hey, while we are talking about Josh, I'd like to thank Happy Harper Ice Cream for sponsoring Rasslin Rage and MIW. It's the one thing that you'll find that I always give Josh props for. Usually, he pisses me off. When it comes to the ice cream, he's the man. Mm-hmm. All right? Listen, you can find him and his ice cream on Facebook at Happy Harper Ice Cream. And he's almost ready to start delivering again.
Almost.
That's right. While you're on Facebook, make sure to check out BCW. That's what I said. BCWA at Go BCWA or on their website, gobcwa.com.
They knew what you meant.
Right. And I would like to thank the sponsor of the best part of this show, the part of this show that doesn't mess up when he's trying to talk. I'd like to thank Mr. Jeremiah Goldman and 24K Productions for sponsoring me. Thank you very much. Now,
Thank you very much.
Can we talk about the fact that DTA declared war?
Hold on. You know how this works. First, segue. Easy, Turbo.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
All right, so here we are. We're back. This weekend in the Great Lakes State, sir, we had 2 events. And both of those events were Horror Slam.
And during the second show of that event, DTA declared war on everybody.
Dude, calm the hell down. Josh, take your Ritalin. Get your Ritalin, man. All right. Before we talk about that, we're going to talk about the first show, Biohazard.
On Saturday, March 13th, Horror presented Biohazard from the Rockwood VFW Hall in Rockwood, Michigan. Opening up a day of wrestling, we had Zach Thomas defeating Riley Rose.
Keeping that action going, we had Lamario Star beating the Knight Rider, Joe DeMario.
The Grey Wolves were back in action.
Yay!
As they took on the team of Damian Chambers and Casey Carrington. Man, but we're unable to pull out a win. They just ring rust, that's all. Just ring rust.
We had a three-way hoss fight as Rick Cartier took on the Kenny Urban. The Kenny Urban and Solomon Stone. After a tough battle, the Hoss was able to take the win over Kenny Urban.
Man, I bet you Skyjacker's jumping up and down right now.
Probably. That's good. That's good. Go ahead, go. FIA came out on top of a 12-man battle royal.
In the sixth match of the night, easy, Josh. All right, ready? I'm gonna say a name, but you gotta take it easy. All right. Aaron O'Ryan technically lost to Zach Thomas when the DTA stormed the ring during the match.
Yeah, that's right. Aaron O'Ryan, Tommy Vendetta, Christopher Saint, and Alex Weir all stormed the ring as Aaron O'Ryan was coming out and making a speech.
In the main event of the first show, Tommy Vendetta, MM3, and Atlas Hightower had a fantastic three-way battle to find out who would be the number one contender to face Briar Wellington. In the second show, the lovable psychopath pulled out the ring and started getting ready to face the Undisputed King in the second show. He pulled out the win. Not the ring. Just so we know.
So we're just not going to talk about it? You kept telling me to wait, and then we got to that part, and you just skipped right over it.
Dude, you're like worse than my kid. For real, like I have a 6-year-old, and you are worse than this right now. Just wait until after we finish the shows, and then we will talk about it, okay?
Can we get chicken nuggies after?
Yes, we can go get... Dude, you're a grown-ass man. Go get your own chicken nuggies.
Unprofessional. Both you two. Once again, I'm the voice of reason. I'm the professional one. This show is slipping. In the second show of the day, Horror Slam presented Death Proof. In the opening match, we saw Chin Strap Jesus Kyle Barrett facing the Devil's own Mitch Hewitt. The match ended with a roll-up and the chin strap with a hand in the air.
With a chin strap? Oh, man.
Chin strap, hand in the air.
Zach Main had his third match of the day as he took on both Otis Cougar and Aaron O'Ryan. Jeez, man. The leader of the DTA was able to roll up Zach and take another win for the Death Threat Army.
In a four-way match, Brutus, just in time, Kyler, and Solo rocked all four corners of this four-way match. But Solo was the only winner. Solo, come on, even Dan smiled a little at that. It's good.
Justin Manacle tried his best, but ultimately lost his match against the Kenny Urban.
Now Skyjacker's sad.
Right.
All right. Weaponized. Alex Weir has been kicking heads and taking names lately. He continued this by beating Riley Rose, not by pinfall, not by submission, by KO. That's right. He knocked him out.
Go, Alex. Vincent Nothing lost his match against Atrocitus Cougar.
Is that how you say it?
I have no clue. I'll be honest.
Wow. In a number one contenders match, MM3 pulled out a win over old root school Rick Cartier. The undisputed kid taunted Haas, helping MM3 pull out the win. Damn it.
Lego deathmatch? You freaking heard me? A freaking Lego deathmatch with Chuck Stein and Mathis. Wait, hold on. A Lego deathmatch. Dude, you ever step on one of them?
Yeah, they hurt.
I did that, and I jumped around my house like my foot was on fire. Anyway, Chuck Stein pulls out the win after he hits a sling blade from the top rope.
Damn it.
Now, in the main event, we had the undisputed king and Horror Slam heavyweight champion, Briar Wellington, face the number one contender of the lovable psychopath of DTA, Tommy Vendetta. Tommy was able to put the king through a table and pull the championship out of his hands for the big win.
Yeah, I seen that where he put him through the table. That was
New champ!
New champ!
New champ!
New champ!
All right, Josh. We talked about both shows. You can talk about the declaration now.
I'm in the chat. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
For anyone that doesn't know, during Biohazard, the leader of the DTA had this to say.
Oh, hey, there's Tommy.
Horror Slam is now controlled and patrolled by the Death Threat Army. And I don't say that because we don't love you guys. You know Death Threat is nothing without you. But let's make something perfectly clear. The fun and games are over. There will be no fun. Keep your mask up. From here on out, there will be no, hey, we're going to have fun out here with Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas is dead.
He's dead.
So what you're looking at now is soon to be your Horror Slam champion, Tommy Vendetta. Isaiah promised the return of Christopher Saint and recognize Alex Weir.
You're missing one. You're missing one.
There will be no more smiles. There will be no more treaties. There will be no more shaking hands. There will be no more kissing babies. There will be no more peace. Through the rest of this year and forever on, we will work to restore the fear in their ignorant hearts when they hear the name Death Threat Army. So I will say it again, and I want you to remember how you doing, Mitch. When you think of Horror Slam, know that the DTA has a watchful eye on everything that goes around in this ring. And step by step, show by show, we will show and prove why we are the absolute best faction in pro wrestling today. And that is not a promise. That's a death threat.
Well then, so that's where we're at.
War. War.
No.
War.
So we have a declaration of war as it has been put, after that speech. I don't know if it was after or before the speech, but they put out this nice little graphic that's behind my head here. No more allies, no more treaties, no more surrender, no more peace. Declaration of war. Is this just for other factions like the Nomads, War Inc., the Hollow, the Purge? I mean, what else do we got here?
Well, here's what I get out of this, okay? Daddy's home. And he's pissed.
Well, does this mean that the factions are on notice, or does this mean that everybody everywhere is on notice? And
I think everybody everywhere.
I mean, we know that Tommy and Jack Price have already told Capital City Vices, you don't come into Michigan without us. And when they came into Michigan without permission, he ended up paying a price for that.
Yes, he did.
So, I mean, we know tag teams are on notice too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Aaron O'Ryan is back. And in his absence, the boys were being boys, they were getting the job done. But there was a lot of playing around.
A lot of smiles.
Yeah, I think he's back, and I think the general is taking charge again. And when that happens and they all get in line, bad things happen to people.
I feel like with Aaron gone and with Christopher Saint gone, it's more of a playful faction. There's a lot of smiling, there's a lot of joking around. That's DTA. But it seems like Aaron's coming back, Christopher Saint's back with him, and it seems that's more of this is the death threat army. We're going to kill people. There's going to be war. And that means that this is going to be a damn good year of wrestling.
Yes, it is. I'm absolutely happy about it.
In the chat, we have Mr. Jeremiah Goldman, my sponsor, if y'all didn't know. And he says, it means DTA is dead men walking.
Well, they clearly said that they're taking over Horrorland, basically. Where else do they trample their path through and say, hey, listen, this is our shit now?
I mean,
their possibilities are limitless, obviously. Oh man, I don't even know where to go. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like I'm looking at it from a creative side, like of how much there is possibly here. And not only that, does this make them heels now?
Well, here's the thing. Deke just said, the DTA is out to get anyone because they grabbed a hold of him from the back and hung him upside down over the ropes.
Yeah, I seen that.
Now,
so
a little bit
nobody's
above
safe.
that, we have Colton saying there ain't no faction that wants none of DTA. If last summer proved anything, I could think of a faction that wants all of DTA. Mr. Jeremiah Goldman, I'm sure, would agree with me that War Inc. will take that smoke.
I do believe that War Inc. was at a big show in another state. I think they were in Ohio, or Leland. Where's Leland, Ohio?
Will DTA be so confident? Because, I mean, they strolled out in a lot of force. Will they be so confident in saying they're going to take everyone over if they go to a show where there's some War Inc. boys there?
Right. Or here now,
I think so.
Let's really talk about this for a second. So we had a War Games match that I wasn't able to go to, which sucked, but it still happened, right? Still happened between the what was Kira Clan and members of DTA. Where do you go from there? Like, as far as a faction versus a faction, where do you go from there? You've already had a War Games. What do we do now?
Well, I mean, number one, there's a lot of individuals. When you're talking, there's a lot of individual belts that are out there. Well, first off, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. That was Kira Clan, not War Inc. They ended up losing that match, but a good part of the reason they lost that match was because part of Kira Clan, being Alex Weir, turned on them and went over to DTA.
So you're talking Dre, Sheepy, TJ. Who else we got?
BRD, El Ridiculoso, MM3.
MM3.
I don't think MM3's part of War Inc.
MM3's War Inc.
Is he?
Yep.
All right.
You know, here's what I would love to see. We need to see if maybe we can get this to happen. I would love to see leader of the Death Threat Army, leader of War Inc. on the show. Let's let them say what they got to say. Aaron O'Ryan.
But what about all the other?
And Dre J, because we can bring them too. But let's let the two
now
start everything off, and just let them. Let's give them a place to start this.
Now, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying War Inc., War Inc., War Inc. because Happy Harper has like 19 different War Inc. flavors. But as far as bringing on the leaders, you know, do we hope for Dre, or do we hope for Warboy? And who is the leader of War Inc.?
Is there truly a leader? Because I think they're a collective.
Hey, they're kind of a collective.
They're a collective group of people that make
make
their own decisions, but work cohesively for a common goal. Yes.
I don't think the internet could hold all of DTA and all of War Inc. on at the same time.
There's not enough bandwidth. There's like 90 members. And
My phone died, FYI.
Last year we had Kira Clan, which is mostly War Inc. versus DTA. But what we didn't get is Nomads versus DTA.
Nomads versus War Inc.
Or Nomads versus War Inc. What we didn't get at the end of the year was Armageddon. Armageddon versus DTA, which would be fun to watch. You know, how about the fact, if you're talking about someone taking over Hollow, and we're looking at Metro Pro Wrestling, and we're looking at Pro Wrestling All-Stars, Cody, what about the Hollow? The Hollow versus DTA. Because if you're talking about strong leaders, I know the Dread King Logan would love to take a few shots at Aaron O'Ryan.
Oh, man.
Woo! You put me on the hot seat, you dick. Why you got to put me on the hot seat like that?
Because you're an honorary member? Is
I'm
your
not
life
saying
in
who
danger?
you root for. I'm just saying that's something that you know.
I think that if you booked Aaron O'Ryan versus the Dread King Logan in a match, I don't give a fuck what the match is. Any kind of match, that's fucking fire.
One-on-one lumberjack.
That's fire. Because those two are gonna absolutely kill each other.
Wait, hold on. They were talking in the chat about because of Josh, but man, dude, honorary member.
What? Get to your fucking point.
Honorary member of the Hollow.
Yeah, so I'm right here.
They declared war on everyone.
That's you.
Well, you know, shit happens sometimes. I bet if I get a hold of fucking Tommy Vendetta, he'll come on the show.
I'm sure.
I don't know. Maybe do podcast hosts count? I don't think I count. I'm just a host. I'm not special.
There's already been one
dude, getting your head
DTA
kicked off. Ain't no special.
What'd you say, Josh?
There's already been one member of DTA that's kicked you.
But he wasn't a member of DTA when he kicked me. He didn't have
He did that just for fun.
Yeah, he did. Well, yeah, but he didn't live by morals then. He was wilding out. He didn't understand what he was doing.
So now when he kicks you, it's for a cause.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're a dick. That's Josh as well. He's part of 24K. Yeah. So you're
I'm
hurt.
sponsored by. I'm not an honorary member.
He sponsors you. You're guilty by association.
Then
So
that's
what we're saying
fantastic.
is-
that puts me with some of the greatest wrestlers in the country.
You're also fucked.
So what we're saying is, by the end of all this summer, this could be the Real Deal Heel Show.
Yeah. Rasslin Rage with Danny.
They're like little grave markers for us instead.
Yeah. No, I think they just leave both of us in traction.
Oh Lord, you
So we'll
guys are
both be in your
wasted.
basement like, hey, this is Rasslin Rage.
Body cast.
Yeah. So I mean, we got some shit to look forward to. I mean, we got Pro Wrestling All Stars coming up next weekend, or this weekend coming up, whatever you want to say. On the Friday, you got freaking TKW on Saturday. Yeah. I believe there's another Pro Wrestling All Stars in Detroit too. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, another triple shot weekend. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to all of them. I'm kind of going to have to pass on the TKW. It's outside, dude. I don't want to freeze my ass off, dude.
Right. We don't need you to repeat last year.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to have to do a hard pass. So
you're just talking about War Inc. versus DTA, leader versus leader. For the love of God, Dre Jacobs versus Aaron O'Ryan for the XICW Extreme Intense Championship.
I'm there. Where do I
sign
have
me
to
up.
send my money?
Sign me up.
I just thought of that. Who? And I mean, DTA is at XICW. War Inc. is at XICW. That is somewhere where the two of them could clash in full force.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah. I definitely could see that. Good stuff.
Oh, we also have Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling on Friday. That's 4 shows this weekend.
4. Damn. Fall filled up. So yeah, the 21st they're in Southwest. They're in Zeke's neck of the woods. Southwest Detroit, homie. All right.
Man, we need wrestling back in Port Huron.
We do need
throwing
that.
that energy out into the world. If I could go to a wrestling show and be home at 10, because I'm old. If I could go to a wrestling show, say hi to everyone, get some nachos from Speedy Q, and come home, that's awesome.
Yeah, it could be amazing. Now, so tonight's show, of course, was brought to you by Happy Harper Ice Cream. Mm-hmm. That gentleman right there. Also, BCWA. Yep. Josh was brought to you by the 24 Karat Lions of, Productions. Josh.
The number 24, the letter K. That's right, folks.
Don't forget that down in the description, you can find links to our social media, Rasslin Rage, all that good stuff, as well as Michigan Independent Weekly Group, where you'll find all kinds of wonderful things to do with Michigan Indie Wrestling. If it's got something to do with Michigan Indie Wrestling, you will see it in there. If not, well, someone's been slacking. Please feel free to share your content. If it's Michigan related, it will get approved.
We have Mr. Black Sheep in the chat. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Black Sheep. And he says, yes, Dre Jacobs is a great leader, but who's been leading War Inc. for the last 5 months? Sheepy and Aaron O'Ryan.
I will take that match any day of the week.
Shots fired in multiple directions. Pew, 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 pew.
I would love to see that match. Sheepy been on a roll.
And Sheepy been getting, nasty looking.
Yes.
In the best possible way. I hope you get what I'm saying. But, he's a freaking monster. Hey, before we go, I got to make sure to say there is the Happy Harper phrase of the week. That's right, the Happy Harper phrase of the week. Make sure that but after MIW, a post will go up, and the first person to say the Happy Harper phrase of the week will get a free, regularly priced pint of ice cream. Now, we ended up having Don Holland that got the free pint last week.
Cheated.
So, yeah, cheater. But the phrase for this week is DTA is war. I'm done hijacking your show now. Sorry. I was excited.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Oh, you
Did
guys.
you order your nuggies?
You gonna go cuddle with them later? Gonna go get your teddy bear? Aww. So cute. Anyways, please smash the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, make sure you click that bell so you can be notified anytime that we go live or when there's an interview or anything like that. We will be back here Tuesday at 6:30-ish because we're on XICW time. So 6:30-ish. We will have a preview of all 4 events. Holy smokes, 4 events. 4. Man, that's a lot. So 4 events across the state of Michigan. Some taking place on the same day, some not. Some in one spot, one over there, some over there. A little bit for me, a little bit for you. Anyways, so
more for me.
So good stuff. 6:30 right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. Where's that at? Where can you
Wait, don't leave yet.
What?
We forgot something.
What did we forget?
Listen, stimulus checks coming out.
Oh.
Taxes coming back. We got some shirts. We got some hats. We got some, if you just want to give us money.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll buy that for
$1.
$1.
Stuff, all right? So we know y'all ain't going to be broke no more. All right?
I'm just going to cut that out. And I'm going to put that up as a post. Dan saying that. Stimulus checks are coming. Taxes are coming. Buy our stuff.
Right.
That's just because Dan's got 19 kids, so he gets $2 million in stimulus.
You ain't broke. No more.
$2 million kids, $2 million in stimulus.
He's going to be 1%er after this shit, man.
Do you have kids that have kids yet, Dan?
No, thank God. You know what though? Listen, hold on. I shouldn't say thank God. I watch some of my friends, and they got grandkids, and I see how cool that is. I should have started with grandkids.
See, that's why I don't have kids. I have niece and nephew. That's how you start out with grandkids.
That's what
They're excited to
my
see
brother-in-law.
I get to give them a bunch of sugar and send them back home with their parents. Every time they pop up, I have a gift for them. That's starting with grandkids.
That's it. That's my brother-in-law. He said, what do I need kids for? I got your kids. And he comes over here, he hands out money like he's a freaking ATM. He buys them new shoes, new this, new that. And then he gets to leave. And if it's noisy or if it's ignorant, he don't got to deal with it. He don't got to deal with no spoiled kids. Because he goes home, he comes back later on, hands out money like he's an ATM, buys new stuff, takes them here, takes them there. And then we got to deal with them thinking they're much more than what they are until he comes to visit again.
Yup. It's awesome being an uncle with no kids.
Danny's got a sugar daddy. Anyways.
I don't. My kids do.
Right. We'll see you guys Tuesday right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. I got a little bit of something going there. R2. What?
Stop again. Wait a minute.
What the fuck?
You talk about sugar daddies. I ain't the one at the show with a sugar daddy. Ain't nobody just supports me. Ain't nobody supports you. Him. Only one person on this has a sugar daddy.
A golden sugar daddy.
All right. We'll see you Tuesday. We'll see you Tuesday right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel for Michigan Independent Weekly. Right here on R2YouTube.com. The letter R, the number 2, YouTube.com. We'll see you later.
Later.
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This This is Rasslin Rage. We'll do it now.